mind-blowing presentation of the National Football League. And now, your defending AFC North champion, Baltimore Ravens.
In his spot on the visiting sideline, that's Lions head coach Dan Campbell. His guys a crisp 2-0 to begin this 2025 campaign. Running the show across the field, the head coach of the Ravens. His guys 2-0 as well, so two of the league's better teams meeting here this week. Glad to have you with us, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward on the call. That is punter Jack Fox with the honors here. And the NFL on EA Sports is underway once again. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Okay, you know he's happy about that win last week, but less happy about his performance. He went into the lab this week, there's no question about it, and studied those mistakes, those 2 interceptions, because he knows that's not sustainable for winning. And I love a line from Mike McDonald. He talks about the quarterback being the voice of poise. That means flushing those mistakes from a week ago and being poised to go attack today.
And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line.
And the Baltimore first down.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47. After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
Brings up second
From the gun, Jackson. And the defense making a play on this opening series. That one is knocked away, and that brings up 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Oh, he's going to run for it. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Lamar off the play fake. Finds him over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
We get to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now. Now, it looks like one of the Ravens is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Lamar now from the gun. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away. Incomplete. Ooh, for a moment, thought those were our first points until he came and knocked it away.
Yeah, I think the message sent pretty clear after that play. You're going to have to try a lot harder than that to be the first ones on the board.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Lions nothing.
Stout all set to send this one away. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. It's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First down.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
For a Lions first down.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Running it with David Montgomery. And then scraped together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Shotgun snap here to Goff. This one to Williams out left side. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8.
Brief set of downs from 37.
Detroit Lions.
Here's Goff on 1st and 10. And he put everything he's got behind it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Incomplete. It moves to 2nd and 10.
On the draw, this is Gibbs. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Brought down by the only safety picked in the 1st round this year. That's Malachi Starks.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Goff on 3rd. Screen here for Gibbs. He gets the 1st and more inside the 20. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit.
Complete to Jahmyr Gibbs.
The Lions finish off their opening drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions start off well to tie things 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the 2nd time. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
On 1st down, Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
Right side and into the hands of Bateman. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Connecting on the slant. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made at the 45.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Jackson's going to throw again. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down. Lamar throwing again. Got his man. Hopkins has it. Down to the 10. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
A 49-yard gain. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
From the red zone on 1st. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Ravens break the tie here in the 1st. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A quick 2nd score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines.
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again. Unlike these officials, we've got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Stout all set to send this one away. Returning it from the 4. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And they've gone to him as a receiver to complement his presence in the backfield, Brock, to some good early results. First call here coming from the shotgun. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Catch made left side by Laporta. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
Back to Gibbs now on 2nd. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
At the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Goff to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Here comes the 4th down snap to Goff. Pass is brought in by Laporta. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. How about 19 yards on 4th down, partner? And the call to go for it pays off.
That's good for the Lions. 1st down. A gain of 19 yards.
And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 14-7 game. Back to the bank in just a moment. could begin in the second quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Travis Jones, the man in on that tackle. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Off to the air now. Cut out left. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9 now, 9 is what they need on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
LeJohntay Westert to return it. Escapes a defender. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Ravens send Zay Flowers ready for another look on offense. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. First down, here's Lamar. Completed. Oh, the football's loose. The Lions get to it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
This really should be the last place and the last down you expect to fumble on. There's still 2, 3, maybe more to work with. Just take care of the ball. Go down when you're hit and set up for 2nd down.
The Lions getting ready to return to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Gibbs now from the gun. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he's able to get this down to the 36.
A gain of 6 yards, and it's 3rd down.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Straight ahead with... Oh, what a hit! Charge the ball loose! And the Ravens make the recovery.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
The Ravens trotting out their offense. They're already on a modest little winning streak here. Currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Play action now with Jackson. Gets it downfield. On target to Flowers. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yep, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. That holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. From the gun, Jackson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions take over. Not an interception by the reigning Defensive Player of the Year. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Gibbs. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Another one for Gibbs. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
14.
Fox now to kick this one away. Here's Western on the return. Showing a little burst so far. And an excellent effort there sets him up almost at midfield. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense is eating, it's been a tough watch.
And he takes it down to the 33. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Lamar now from the gun. Taking off with it again. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's another Baltimore first down. 1st down and 10 yards.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
1st and 10, he keeps it on the option. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He brings it in. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Jackson now on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Yeah, that's what I call an absolute no-no. I mean, that just can't happen down here in the red zone. You've got to find a way to get rid of the football because now you're not only outside the red zone and you put some points that you thought were a guarantee with either a touchdown or field goal, now a little bit in limbo.
On 4th now, on comes Tyler Loop, going to try this field goal for the Ravens. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. Loop knocks it through. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Now Ryan Lyons just about ready. 1st and 10. Goff back to throw. Underneath, it's Gibbs. And he's brought down at the line.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Goff.
The 24-yard line.
Screen here for Gibbs. That's good room at the 35. Jahmyr It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage. Big time.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7.
Ravens 17.
Fox now to kick this one away. Here's Western on the return. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Rodriguez on the tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd and
Pistol snap to Jackson.
The 24-yard line.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Throw here, 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Gain of 11. That's good for Baltimore. First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
At the 35-yard line.
This is Henry on 2nd. Has some daylight through the 40. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. We'll keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
And the Baltimore first down.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
4 yards. That's another Baltimore first down.
Flying down the middle with Henry. Crashes through a tackle. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Now after that snap, there's an injured Lion still out there. We'll get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Running once more with Henry. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
4 yards.
Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Now here's Lamar. Leading 10 yards now as they line up. It's 2nd and goal. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Looking to throw, Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. It kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens tie this game up. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Lions.
On 1st down, it's Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Shotgun snap here to Goff. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The Ravens bringing out an extra defensive back on this 3rd down play. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Hits him on the out route. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. On 1st down, Jackson. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Throwing again is Lamar. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hanson, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hanson back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Huard.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the third quarter. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out come the Lions. They've got the first series of the second half. And they could take control in the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. First down throw from Goff. Finds him over the middle. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Roquan Smith, again an All-Pro last season, there for the tackle.
A gain of 5 brings up second.
Goff setting to throw. Another one caught by St. Brown. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, Detroit.
Goff on first and 10. Finds Laporta. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
That's a pickup of 9. And that is good for Detroit first down.
Lions, first down. A gain of 9 yards.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Wright reels it in. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
That's another Detroit Lions.
And bring a tight end in motion right.
A gain of 11 on the play.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Here's Goff. He finds Laporta. And some good work to get the yardage back. It's a gain of 7 on first down. Second down now, 7 to go.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing again, it's Goff. He completes it in traffic. And they are going to have to face a third down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
It's a gain of 7.
Trying to sneak here, Goff. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line, no gain.
Jared Goff. It's a gain of a yard. And the Lions, first down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
First down, Detroit.
Goff tosses it quickly out wide. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
That's another Detroit Lions, first down.
Looking inside the red zone. Screen here for Gibbs. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Complete to Jameer
I know
Gibbs.
coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Intended for Tim.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 11.
Again, Goff. He brings it in. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still fourth down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Here we go with Montgomery. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
Well, a blitz on fourth down's a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. DJ Reed brings him down that time. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. The play clock runs out. This will be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Pistol snap to Jackson. Connects on the crosser. And he manages to reach that 25-yard line before he's driven out. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10.
Lamar off the play fake. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, Henry. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Lee McNeil in on the tackle. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
3rd and long for him here. That's the line, he's going to run for it. Keeps away from one. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
24 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. From the gun, a run for Henry. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Now here he goes on the boot. Shakes himself free. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. The Lions offense returning to the field. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. They give to Gibbs on the option. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. Bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
They'll throw. Third and long. Underneath, it's Gibbs. Looks great initially, but he is short of that first down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the fourth down.
A gain of 11 yards. It's fourth down.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's been a high-scoring game so far, but we're still tied 24-all to begin the final frame. The Lions ready for the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. The Ravens send Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. They go play fake with Jackson. Finds his fullback. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Second and 10.
Lamar now from the gun. Right side and into the hands of Bateman. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
A gain of 9 brings up third and 1.
Here's Lamar on the sneak. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2. And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down.
Taken down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's third and 12. Here he goes, third and long. Into traffic, complete. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that being stopped short of the sticks.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution and more than likely making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
That's good for a Lions first down.
It's Gibbs on the carry. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain.
Tackle made at his
Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
Second and 6.
Again, it's Gibbs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8. And
First and 10 from the 43.
An 8-yard pickup.
St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. Going to the ground again on first. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now
We send a man in motion. This time it's a passing play. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
A gain of 6. That's another Detroit
On first down, it's Gibbs. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Lions have a first down.
That's another Detroit Lions first down.
They give up the gut to Montgomery. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. They gain 11 on that play. And that is good for Detroit first down.
That's good for a Lions first down. A gain of 11 on the play. And a Lions
From the red zone now.
first down.
And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a fourth-quarter lead.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Point after, up and good from Bates. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7.
Ravens 24.
Fox now to kick this one away. Here's Western on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with it. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Lamar out of the pistol. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the pistol, Henry breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd.
Dive play straight ahead. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line.
A gain of 4
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
And the Baltimore first down.
Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Ray Hopkins. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. The left side is nabbed by Bateman. And he's taken down at the 30. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the
From the gun, Jackson. Hopkins on the slant. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and
That's
10
the 2-minute
at
warning here from
18-yard line.
Baltimore. Ravens down by 7. All set now. 1st and 10. Handoff headed right to Henry. He's dropped a big stop and a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there.
It's a loss of 2.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Setting up to pass. Complete, Derrick Henry. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. They'll run here with Henry. And he rocks that tackler. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds.
A gain of 5.
Another chance at 6. It's 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
He gets it again. And he will not score. The defense gets him just before he can punch it in.
Stop short of the goal
Big
line.
play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Henry, and he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
And the kick is good, and we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker, and because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And they need to get it to at least that 40-yard line to have a shot at the game winner. But there's enough time remaining to work it even closer if things go right. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. That's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Another one for Gibbs. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
On the tackle. A loss of 2 yards. And it's
to throw. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
That's their own 14-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. The drive begins with Henry. Nearly starts the drive with the first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Brought down at the 23-yard line.
Well, Brock, 4 quarters, couldn't decide a winner, and now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoffs. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Got to be able to make a stop, too. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. Return coming from the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Baltimore running its offense out now. Well, they couldn't quite get the job done in regulation, partner, but the home crowd rising now to fire them up and hopefully help them start this overtime period by taking the lead. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. Well, not much to be had on that first down, Brock. First couple of plays of overtime. How do you approach things?
SOS. And I'm not talking desperation. I'm talking about stay on schedule.
That pass pulled in by Henry. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. Defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, well, they just remind that defense, not only got to cover us vertically, we're going to stretch you horizontally as well.
They get 19 on that pickup. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
First down. First and 10 at the 40.
Well, the offense is certainly moving on the right track so far in past years for a potential game-winning touchdown. But let's not forget, Brock, the other side will get a chance to answer no matter what happens on this opening series.
Yep, that response is something for their defense to worry about. All these 11 gentlemen need to do is continue the steady progress downfield and getting that opening first down. So critical to any possession, but even more so in overtime.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Play fake, Jackson. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Well, all reviews in overtime have to come from the officials, and we have one coming here. They want one more look at that play. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. Read option on first down. He's going to keep it. Now a hit, and Jackson loses the ball. And the Lions have recovered it. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there. For one side, an incredible mistake, and for the other, a clutch defensive play that could set up the end of this game.
This is overtime, baby, and every play is amplified by 100. And now some life to go get yourself a win.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Now it's his turn in overtime. Short pass brought in. And this one doesn't go far.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
They'll run the draw with Montgomery. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Well, hold on a second. We've got a Raven hurting pretty good out there. They're going to head out to look at him. On now comes their punter. And in overtime, this has to be struck well. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. Each offense has had a chance to score now, Brock. Neither one could, so we're in a sudden death. The next score wins it.
And wouldn't it be great, Kate, if we saw one of these defenses just take a turnover back for the winning touchdown? Really just surprise everybody here. It'll be a little tougher to do now, though. Both offenses a little more settled in. You've got to imagine a little more sense of urgency.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, Henry. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down, and they go right back to it. So call this a modest game here, Brock. About 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Alex Anzalone on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on 2nd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. And they make the tackle at the 38. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
16 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Ooh, he made most of that one, didn't he? Give him 9 yards on that first down carry.
4 yards.
They'll go to the option on second down. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Flying down the middle with Henry. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Detroit calls timeout. It's second. Here's Tyler Loop in a high-pressure spot. It's a 36-yard look for him.
A 36-yard attempt.
The kick is good. He got it. And they've taken back the lead.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. And they only needed to set him up with a shot to connect and win it with 3, and his aim was true to make it happen and put an end to this competitive ball game. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Huard and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.